Here we go.
You're tuning in to Will Love Listen. Now listen.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining again.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you. There's so much to discuss.
Yes.
When I watched the tour promo when it came out for the Choligarchy, I was cracking the fuck up.
Oh, good. Good.
That was
It's
so
going to be
good.
good. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. People are pumped. Especially with Dictator Cho. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. So I just want to jump right in. So what can we expect on this tour? Because I got a lot of questions about it. Fans are very pumped.
Yes. I'm so excited. Well, I mean, I just want to speak out about what's happening with censorship, with the censorship of like trying to silence Jimmy Kimmel, trying
Oh
to
my God, I know.
silence people who are um, trying to, like silence people who are just not actively grieving. Like we don't have to grieve. Like they don't allow us to grieve when we want to have a rainbow sidewalk in front of the Pulse nightclub.
Exactly.
Something that is so basic. We want to honor the lives of our fallen. Like it's so meaningful to be able to have the rainbow
Yeah.
and to be denied that. So, there's a lot to say and I didn't think it was going to get this bad. I mean, I thought Kamala was going to win. Like I was just committed to that.
Yeah.
So in my mind, it's like, oh, well, now we have to fight for whatever we can to try to save democracy.
Yeah, exactly. And the Pulse nightclub example, it's that was a terrorist attack. So wouldn't you want
Yeah,
to commemorate the victims? Or is it only
right,
the victims that you like? You know?
right. But yeah, it was a terrorist attack. It was the worst, deadliest event since 9/11.
Yeah.
And, all we ask is to have a rainbow sidewalk, which affects no one. But what I love is that, people and lesbians are always going to have art supplies. They're out there like filling in them with chalk,
Yeah.
but then they're going and like now there's police monitoring
Which is
the
ridiculous. Yeah.
making sure nobody fills it in with chalk. Like it's like really like why are you using like law enforcement like that?
Yeah.
We need law enforcement for other things, obviously, especially in Florida. So
Yeah.
what is it about us expressing our grief
And the thing,
that
like
crazy?
for the crowd that is all law and order, why do you want to spend those resources to monitor a sidewalk?
Right.
Wouldn't you want there to be law and order, looking out for crime instead of
Exactly.
using money towards that? There's just so much hypocrisy.
Mhm.
It's infuriating. It gaslights the
It's
general public. It really
gaslighting.
does.
It's like the constant lying, even with this current government shutdown. We're shut down because of the Republicans.
Yeah.
Yet on every .gov website officially, they've used it to weaponize it towards the demon left, the woke mind virus. They've used it to attack Democrats, which is Democrats just want health care for millions of Americans, and that's the truth. So they lie and they lie. They lie about even with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, it was like this thing of like, oh, it's a trans person.
Oh,
Oh,
of
it's not a
course.
trans person.
Yeah,
He
it's
has a
not.
trans girlfriend. Well, is a trans roommate. There's somebody that's trans. Like, like the way that I mean, and obviously that was all untrue because they've stopped talking about it.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
they've completely stopped talking about it because they realized it wasn't working, that people weren't buying it. And also it wasn't true.
And it didn't fit their narrative.
No,
So once they found out that the shooter did not fit the narrative they were trying to push, it instantly got swept underneath the rug. And it's like, all right, let's forget about it.
right,
Let's not talk about it.
right.
But if it was a trans shooter, we would still be talking about the shooter.
Right, which is so insane because there have been thousands of shootings. Very like less than 1% were committed by a trans person. Less than, like it's compared to thousands which were committed by white conservative men.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're in denial and they're killing themselves, actually. Their own violent urges within their own party are destroying themselves from the inside out, but they won't even acknowledge it.
And it's during the Biden administration, everyone talked about the quote radical left. Well, now we have a radical right
Yeah.
problem,
Yeah.
and it's clear as day.
Right.
Um, because you'll have like your regular Republicans, and they're even like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? It's like,
Right.
yeah,
Right. It's like they're it's incomprehensible to them as well. So it's a very scary time because we're dealing with a really unhinged, not even maybe 30% of the country is dominating the other 70%. And I don't know why we keep taking it. I wish that we could have more strength. And I think that it's got to change. And so this tour is really about talking about that, in every way that I can.
yeah, I'm sure with a lot of like humor and parody, to laugh at what the world has
Yeah.
become in 1 year. Because the
Yeah.
last time I spoke to you was literally a year ago. It was, I
Right.
believe, it might have been right after Election Day.
Right. Right.
So it's crazy how, like, in just about a year later, everything that's taken place, how much has changed. A lot of people that did vote that way did it because they wanted the economy to get better, which is understandable. But now look at the economy now. It's even worse.
Trash. It's way worse. It's way worse. And it's not going to get better anytime soon. And it's all thing like in every area we've gone down, so in the way that our allies are treating us too, the way that
Yeah.
we are perceived in the rest of the world, we're a laughing stock in the rest of the world.
Yeah. And it's a little bit like, where do we go from here at this point? And we're recording during the government shutdown, and there's all this talk about health insurance premiums increasing come the new year. And it's like, wait, wasn't that one of the campaign promises? The cost of
Right.
everything was supposed to go down.
It's all gone up. It's all gone up. And he hurts his constituents. He hurts the people that vote for him most, whether that's Latinos for Trump, Cubans for Trump, deporting all these people. They were under this false narrative that it was going to be only criminals, but it's really basically everybody who is not white.
Yeah,
And so it's terrifying.
it is. And it's like you see it. It's the Latino vote was interesting because I just feel like, and I'm not talking about all Republicans here. I'm talking about like the MAGA like Republicans. Like they wanted that Latino vote and they got the Latino vote. And all you have to do is go on social media right after the election. You see all these racial epithets against Latinos,
Yeah.
such ignorant comments and articles on that side of the press. And it's just like, wow, it's like you really did a bait and switch.
It's so disgusting. And it's also really sad. That happened in a lot of Asian communities too. A lot of very conservative Asians were like going for Trump, and it's so bizarre. Like, don't you realize we're right there? We're getting shipped out as well,
Yeah.
And so it's the fact that I think they do this because they think that it will buy them time or buy them proximity to whiteness. It's just not so.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, look at Bad Bunny. He was just announced as a Super Bowl halftime performer, and they're all losing their minds. They're gonna boycott. And it's
Which
just like
is so
he's
crazy.
a
And like
citizen.
it's like so insane. And that ICE is going to raid the Super Bowl. They're just doing that because they want Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah,
An
exactly. Yeah.
average ticket, like the cheapest ticket to get into the Super Bowl is $10,000.
Yeah. It's
You're like, you're not going to the Super Bowl. Like but what they fail to recognize is Bad Bunny is American.
yeah, he's a citizen. Yeah. Do they not realize Puerto Rico and the US that like it's
It's part of America. We have an American we are lucky enough to have an American citizen who is number one in the world. Bad Bunny is the number one artist in the world. That's an incredible treasure to
Yeah.
have. What an insult for people to be angry about that. You want somebody popular for this Super Bowl. So we got the number one artist in the entire world, and you're talking shit. Like it's just nuts.
It's so surreal. But you really see nowadays, the one thing I will say, the silver lining is you know who people are. So if
Right.
someone's a bigot, they're not going to try to hide it anymore. Like you
Yeah.
know exactly who people are now.
Right. So you kind of know what you're dealing with, and at least that's something to be grateful for. That's true.
Yeah, one thing. But this tour, you're gonna cover it all, in your unfiltered balls to the wall fashion like you usually do. I know you can't give anything away, but I do want you to give as much away as you can.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like the insanity of somebody like Pete Hegseth, who is like trying to get the Army, Navy, Marines, everybody to like and to shave because he likes a clean shaven man. Like the bitch, you have a makeup room. You have a makeup room in the Pentagon that costs taxpayers $45,000. Like, bitch, like they don't even have like that level of makeup room at Drag Race, or All Stars at Drag Race doesn't have that level of a makeup
Yeah.
room. Like it's just like, what are you talking about? The fact that like Trump and Pete Hegseth are telling an alcoholic and an obese man are telling the military that they have to be fit. Like, bitch, what? Excuse me? Like, I'm sorry, but what? Like, it's just the level of like not even knowing, like, not even seeing, like, you're a fucking alcoholic, you're fucking obese, like, what? Morbidly obese. You can't even, you don't even know the sensation of unshit pants. You always have shit in your pants, and you're telling the military they have to shape up. Like, that's really ludicrous.
Oh man, that's a little bit of a preview of what we could
Yeah.
expect, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Um, this is going to be fun. So, how long is your set going to be? Are you going to have any openers?
Yes, you'll see Daniel Webb again,
Oh,
who we
nice.
love, and he'll
Yeah.
be up, and then I'll do it's an hour or something every night, so you'll see me.
Fun, fun. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I'll be at Montclair.
wonderful.
But there's a bunch of dates like from this fall all through into after New Year's.
Yes, all through next year, so I'm around. I'm gonna be going as far as I can go, going as
Yeah,
long as I can go.
and I'm sure more dates will be added, of course.
Yes, for sure.
And congratulations because your six stand-up comedy specials are all on streaming now.
Yes. Well, they're all on album, like they're all on Spotify. Like I released all of my um like old albums in a compilation called Best in Show. So everything is out there now.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Um, I really got into you around, I want to say it was show dependent.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I really became like a diehard fan.
Oh, I love
Um,
it.
so I'm happy that all this is out there for everybody.
Yes.
It's all over streaming. Are you going to do any actual physical like vinyl or CD?
Not as yet, but I think that may come later. It's like that would be really cool, but we just have everything digitally right now.
And everyone loved Lucky Gift.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Your
Thank you.
album, I loved it. I was really impressed. That's actually what we spoke about a year ago.
Hmm.
Last time was the album and all the work you put
Yes.
into it because you were working on it over a very long period of time.
Yes, yes, a really
And
long time. So I'm grateful that that was out there and was received so well.
yeah, it was your third album and your first in like 9 years.
Yes.
And I love the sound, the direction, the production, your
Thank
songwriting in
you.
particular. Probably
Thank
because I'm a
you.
writer,
Yeah.
but I really enjoyed that. People do want to know, are you going to eventually tour for the music?
I don't know. That's always a possibility. I'm actually working on a new album right now.
Oh, nice.
So, for me, it's like a constant, like music is a constant. So I have about 10 songs written, and I'm in the process of like recording and doing some stuff. And I also just recorded a song for the Jill Sobule tribute album, who was my really good friend who passed away in May. So we're making a record of her most important songs. So I just did a song for that. And so, there's been a lot of like recording and moving around, even though I'm in the middle of tour stuff. So that's been really great.
Oh, that's awesome. Sorry about your loss.
Thank you. Yeah, that was really intense, and really sad, but it allowed a lot of us who, hadn't seen each other for a while get together to celebrate her, in a lot of different ways. And so that was really special.
I'm excited for this new album. Do you
Yeah.
think you put it out in 2026 at some point?
Yes. Yes. It will be
You
out
do.
by then. Yeah. By next year.
Are you working? Could you reveal who you're working with and what the lyrics are? Because what I liked about Lucky Gift is that it
Hmm.
told a story. It
Yes.
it was about how, you didn't believe in love, you found
Hmm.
love, the highs and lows of it, and then
Yes.
the aftermath of it.
Yes, yes. Well, the songs in this album cycle, I'm working with Garrison Starr and again, who she produced my last record, and Eric Curtis. They both were a team that worked on my last album, and so we're doing this album. I think it's called. I believe it's going to be called Grippy Sock Vacation, and it's really about the year that I spent, the almost 2 years I spent living in institutionalized in rehab. So that was about a decade ago. So it's very Girl Interrupted. It's my Girl
Oh, I
Interrupted
love.
album. It's a very Girl Interrupted. So that's what I'm excited about.
Oh, so it's gonna. I like this. So it's gonna tell a story the same way the last album did,
Yeah. Yeah.
which was more relationship focused.
Yes. This
But
is like the mental this one is more mental illness focused. So I'm thrilled about that.
breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, it's cool.
I can imagine what you write about.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
So that's really good.
I had interviewed you during that time period.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
I remember that. That was like circa 2015, 2016,
Yes.
roughly.
Yes.
Um, and that was a wild, wild time for you. So I
Yeah.
feel that
Super
maybe,
intense. So I'm really glad to now come back at it, and come back at it as a songwriter and kind of go, well, let's assess this time, because it was a really hard time, but it was also really easy because I got to live in a beautiful like institution, which I really love. So I think it's really about looking at mental health as a kind of vacation in itself. So it's cool.
oh, that's gonna be awesome. And like everyone's, I think mental health is a hot topic today because so many people are overwhelmed.
So over. Well, how do we remain sane and like not go psycho, not go psychotic when everything is going around us is psychotic? So it's like trying to find that equilibrium. It's challenging.
Well, it's hard because the world is so fucked up. And like we all have our own personal lives. So if something goes
Mhm.
wrong in your own personal life, whether like take any normal person, like a job loss, a relationship loss, a move, a death, couple that with the state of the world, and that's enough to make you go fucking insane.
Yeah, it's so crazy. So we have to safeguard ourselves somehow. Um, but yeah, I think it's really important.
And in addition to the touring and the music, you have your appearance in Percy Jackson and the Olympians coming up on Disney Plus December 10th.
Yes.
And could you go in depth about this project?
Well, I got to do that with the amazing Sandra Bernhard
I
and
love her.
Kristen Schaal, who I love them both, but I am obsessed with Sandra Bernhard. I am a Sandra Bernhardologist. I know everything about her. And for me, it was like I won a contest where I could spend the day with my favorite rock star, who is Sandra Bernhard. So we had such a blast. I mean, we're old friends, but I really like now she was trapped because we were like in the we were in like this role together where she could
Yeah.
not escape me. So I had her all to myself um for many days, and I just love the project. It's such a cool show. It's like sci-fi fantasy, such a spectacular world that they create with incredible special effects and these beautiful actors who are just so amazing, these young people. So it was really cool to be a part of it.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait till it comes out.
Yeah, it's really
Um,
great.
you've been doing so much like television work and film work, especially over the past several years. Are there any projects that you're working on now that'll be coming out in the near future?
Well, I my film this Halloween season, Queens of the Dead, which I did with Katie O'Brien and Nina West and Ricky Lindholm and all these like amazing actors and drag queens and like So special. I love this film. It's made by the incredible Tino Romero, whose father is George Romero. So it's a zombie film, but set in the drag world. So there's a zombie apocalypse that breaks out at a drag show. And so the drag queens are like, some are zombies, some are trying to survive. Like it's so powerful. So I love this movie, and so it's coming out this month.
Nice, nice. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. And I know Nina West is hosting that drag queen Christmas tour that's
Hmm.
going to be going on in
Yeah.
November and December.
I've loved Nina.
Are you going to be doing any surprise appearances on that since
I
you
hope so. Well, I'm definitely gonna go, but I'll have to see. But I would love to.
you should do a pop-up.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Um, between all things going on with the political world and how you've always been invested in it, have you ever considered finally advocating to get that spot on The View?
Always. I have always tried to get that spot, but I think that I echo too much what Joy would say, and I echo too much what Whoopi would say. Like they need a different opinion, because I just would be like agreeing as with Anna Navarro. I would just be agreeing, because those are all my friends and people that I always like sort of like side with anyway. So
Yeah,
I don't even know, but I would love to.
you would be great on that
Yeah,
show.
I think
You've
so.
done so many like fill-ins and guest appearances over the years that it would just be make sense to like tap you.
Yeah, it'd be so special.
Yeah, exactly. Your hands are like so full with everything. How do you manage it all?
Well, I mean, I get to sleep every night. Like I do have a good time. Like I love working. To me, it's really special. It's really a privilege to continue to work, like I love that I get to go do something different every day. It's the best thing about my career, is that every day is something new. So I'm really proud of that.
That's awesome. I feel like that's the Sag rising in you.
Yes, for sure.
It is. And
Definitely.
I see on Instagram, I'm very into aesthetics.
Mhm.
I'm always doing fucking shit. Like I got a VIP peel earlier this week.
Ooh.
But I see that you do stuff and like you talk freely about it. So have you always been into aesthetics, and what are some of your favorite aesthetic treatments?
I like Sculptra. I think Sculptra is good because what it does is it's working on your own collagen, like you're building your own collagen. I think that is actually really advantageous. I'm not so interested as much nowadays in filler. I've had it before. Like it just doesn't look right on me. Like I don't like lip filler, and I don't like um, Botox. Well, Botox is kind of like, if you use it, for me to use it judiciously, I think I just have a very, very little bit like in my chin, and um, but I don't really use it in the rest of my face. I think it's like you have to have a good provider. You need to go to
Yes,
somebody that you
that's so
really trust, with a good eye, who's judicious and cautious, and also conservative in how much they give you. And then, don't get overly like, don't go too far, because it definitely can show to not to great advantage. So I think it's like one thing, like when you're going into the world of aesthetics, you have to be very cautious, because there's a lot of people who provide that just they just want the money. They
yeah.
don't necessarily have your best interest at heart, or they have a different view of like what things should look like. I think natural always is the best way to go, but there's all sorts of different things. Like I do a lot of like hair restoration. Like I do a
Oh,
lot of like
those-
medication for hair, and like I take oral minoxidil and spirulactone, and like I all that sort of like vitamins and DHT blockers. And so I think that other things, like if you want to put energy into being youthful, a great investment is hair. So, we can do so much with our skin, but
true. That's
hair is a real enhancer. And then, of course, there's the wonderful world of wigs and, hair pieces too, which I also love. But I think that but there's side effects as well, because now I have a full beard. It's really nasty. How I have a full beard. Like I have like big sideburns and stuff. So, you do have to like work it out. But I think like a great thing to do is develop a good relationship with your dermatologist. As we age, there's so many things to stay on top of health wise, but dermatology is super rewarding. For me, I have a great dermatologist. So I no longer pick at whatever. If I have Amelia, I go to my girl and she'll pop it. I don't do any of that stuff. When I was younger, I would just dig at my face. You
Yeah, I
can't.
used to do that too.
Yeah, you cannot do
Not
that.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
no, well, I have scars for my whole life. So, I definitely think like, yeah, become BFFs with your dermatologist, and that will work wonders because that covers everything. It's skin, hair, youth, fillers, things like Sculptura, all that. It's so rewarding.
You raised like a good point because I saw you do some aesthetic videos, one on Sculptra, and then another one where you were kind of just shooting the shit about it stuff. So I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, I definitely want to ask her about it because I'm into that stuff. And I agree, like filler is good, but you need to go to the right person, and it's
Right.
easy for them to do too much.
Right.
And now they're finding out that like, oh, it doesn't just go away. Well, most people could tell if they look in the mirror on a regular basis, but they're finding out like it doesn't dissolve as quickly as they say.
Right. And the best thing to do is let it like really fully dissolve before you go again. Like so just really allow it to just fully become reabsorbed, or you can go for something like sculpture is better because it's really like it's more subtle. It's not as rewarding as like going in and you feel see a physical change right away because you don't, but it's much better in the long term.
And you made another good point about how like there's only so much you could do to your face that hair is important. What hair
Yeah.
treatments have you done? Because I've done a few myself.
It's mostly like a lot like PRP, which is where they take your blood and they shake it out and they put the like plasma back, like the white blood cells back in.
Yeah.
I think that's really good, but it's very expensive and I find it to be quite painful. Um, there's also just like any kind of like scalp treatment where you're just going and doing a real like focus on their scalp and like that they're going in and just like getting a camera and going in between the follicles and looking. I do like oral minoxidil and topical minoxidil. That's hugely important. I've gone through phases of finasteride. But now I'm on spironolactone. Like, I think it's just sort of finding that comfortable place. But I've been able to really restore my hair through all of these things.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
it's
amazing.
good. It's
Yeah.
really good.
I've tried Carolase. I've had good experiences with that. I want to try PRP, but I'm scared.
It hurts and it's pricey, but it works.
It does. Okay.
Where it really does, but it's so weird because you feel like a cone head because they pump it back into your skull and there's no space in your skull for all of that like fluid. So it makes your head like pointy. It's so painful and weird. It's super weird. I don't
Oof.
like it, but it works.
All right, that might be my next thing.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah, it's
done it
worth
on
it.
the face, like different things like that, and the
Yeah.
pain. Oof.
It hurts, but the scalp is something it's so different. It's
Yeah.
super weird.
Well, this has been a fun conversation.
So fun.
I'm gonna see you in Montclair. I'll probably see you
Yes.
before or after the show. Stop backstage,
Okay.
bullshit for a little bit.
Perfect. Love it.
And of course, I'll tag you on everything when it comes out.
Thank you.
Is there anything between the tour and the show and the movie? Is there anything we didn't cover?
No, I think you did it all.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see you.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Smile for a photo real quick.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
See
Will.
you.
Thank you, Ken.
Bye.
Alrighty, have a good weekend.
You too. I'll see you in Jersey.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.